Creating and sharing snapshot templates for client cloning. You have just set up a beautiful automation, a sales funnel, an email sequence, a calendar, and some tags for your first client. It took hours for you to do that. Now, another client comes along from the same industry, and you are back to square one. No way. What you need is a way to copy that entire setup and reuse it instantly without having to rebuild each workflow, form, pipeline, or page. And that's where most beginners struggle. They either rebuild everything from scratch for each client, but imagine this instead. You create one perfect client setup: landing pages, forms, automations, courses, calendars, pipelines, even GHL AI settings. Then, with one click, you save it as a snapshot. Now, every time a similar client comes in, you clone the entire system into a fresh sub account, fully customized, completely hands off. Now, this is what separates average freelancers from smart agency owners. Snapshots are your secret weapon to scale faster, serve more clients, and launch within hours and not weeks. I'll walk you through exactly how to create, manage, and share GoHighLevel snapshots like a pro. We'll first learn how to create a snapshot, then how to share and use it. Starting with step one: what a snapshot includes. A snapshot captures almost everything inside a sub account, including funnels, websites, blogs, forms, surveys, calendars, pipelines, workflows, triggers, email templates, SMS templates, and trigger links, custom fields, tags, product settings, membership sites, courses, community, AI workflows, review settings, even Google My Business integration. But what it does not include is payment credentials, API keys, conversation history, contacts, or lead data. This makes it safe to share or reuse. That's snapshot for you. Step two is where you create a snapshot from a sub account. What you do is you go to the agency dashboard and not stay in the sub account level. Let's go to my GoHighLevel. Now this is how my sub account level looks like. What I do is I click on switch to agency view. I click on accounts and locate the sub account I want to clone. And on the right hand side, I click on the three dot menu and click on create. So I click on account snapshots. Do I get it here? Yes, create a new snapshot. I select the sub account name, whichever account that I want to use for the snapshot. So let's say I want to replicate. I give it a name, clothing store. So this snapshot is something that I'm going to use for all the next clothing store clients that I'm going to work with. I click on next, and it is now fetching the assets from the sub account and creating a snapshot for me. Once the snapshot is created, I give it a name and click on create. So that's what we just did. Now it will ask me, what do I want to include? List of assets. Give me a minute. So list of assets linked with the sub account. What all information I want to include: the blogs, the calendar groups, calendars, campaigns, certificates, conversational AI. I can also choose to expand it and see what all would be there. What do I want to include and not want to include? And once everything is done, I can simply click on proceed and my snapshot link will be ready. Once I have the snapshot link ready, you can, so here's one of the snapshots that I have. These are some of the imported snapshots that I imported it from a different account. Then these are some of the snapshots that I have shared with others. I have some snapshot templates which GoHighLevel gives us. Now I can create a new account based on this snapshot. I can refresh the snapshot because if I updated anything in the sub account, it would get refreshed. And I can push update to a linked sub account. So any update that I have done to the snapshot will get pushed to the linked sub account. There are the different things that you can do with the snapshot that you have saved. So you can keep a checklist of what's inside each snapshot and update the descriptions, especially as your agency grows. Next is deploying the snapshot to a new sub account. You can do it in multiple ways. The first one was to look at the snapshot and create a new account based on this snapshot. Now that's the easiest and the best way to do it. I go back to account, snapshot. I click on create a new account based on this snapshot and it does the needful. Mhm. You can also choose to share the snapshots by going to the agency settings and snapshots. I go to the agency settings and you will see here. GoHighLevel keeps up. So what happens is it keeps moving things around. Let's have a look at account snapshots. Okay, these are the three dots that we are looking for. And I can share the snapshot. I click on share. I can get a permanent link. I can get a one-time share link, an email share link, an agency restricted link, a sub-account restricted link, or a marketplace share link. So these are the different options that I can generate the snapshot link and share it with whoever we want to share. Now let's talk about some of the best practices. Always use snapshot naming conventions like Cairo Automation 2025 or SaaS Starter, or we just did for a clothing store. Keep backups, especially if you're constantly updating workflows. Test the snapshot in a sandbox sub account before sending to a real client. Now, this is very important. You must be testing the snapshot in a sandbox sub account to make sure that everything has moved correctly and the way you wanted it to move before sending it to a real client. Update snapshots regularly when new workflows or features are added. You can have a master snapshot and a master sub account. You always make the changes first to the master sub account and then update the snapshot and then copy and send it to the. Let's wrap this with a mindset shift. You're not just building automations, you are building IP, an intellectual property. Your systems, your workflows, your funnels, they are assets now. And snapshots are how you scale those assets. Here is your action plan. Pick one sub account where you have already built a great setup. Head to your agency view, click on create a snapshot, deploy it into a fresh sub account just to test. Try customizing one snapshot and use replace values to make it client ready. And share it with someone in your team or in your community. This single feature can turn you from a freelancer to a systems based agency. No more starting from scratch, just clone, customize, and launch. That's all for this. We'll see you in the next video or the next session.